Alrighty. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. This is a perfectly normal stream. Um, so yeah, you can see the bit. I have these three clowns to confuse you so that you are guessing which stream is the real one. Which one is pre-recorded. I'm not saying. As such, I will not be acknowledging chat for the entire stream. Normally there's a chat in this little little box right right right, 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 right there, right? Normally chat's right there, but I've removed it for this. Uh, just this scene. Um, and yeah, the other me. Um, I don't I don't know if he's hmm. Anyway, yeah, there's not gonna be any chat, and I've made a scene specifically for this so that I can just turn stuff on and off, really easy, whatever, right? My cat is being annoying. Anyway, we're not playing a game this stream. I'm gonna be doing my networking classwork. So actually, I have to I have to go into my settings and change my desktop UI colors. Because there's this very fun program that I have to use for my networking class called Packet Tracer, and for whatever reason, some of the text isn't visible if I have a dark theme turned on. So I have to go in and make everything uh not dark. So that's fun. Um, Hold on 1 second. Okay, excellent. I had to make sure of something. I have to make sure that the taskbar is not visible because I don't want you to see um whether it's March 31st or April 1st or not, to also further confuse you, because as I said, some of these are pre-recorded, and I don't want you to know which one is not pre-recorded. That's not to say that this one is pre-recorded. Okay, I did this on all of them, so that I made sure that you couldn't see my taskbar on all of them for this reason, to confuse you, so that you wouldn't know which of these I pre-recorded the day before. Okay, it would not be beyond me to stream myself doing classwork as a bit. All right, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, so anyway, I have to log into Canvas really fast. I'm gonna try to pull all my browser stuff up first, just to minimize how often you are seeing the desktop here. Normally, when I do this, I have two windows open. Don't tell my professor, but I follow a video guide for all of my assignments because they're all on YouTube. But I still do them, right? I just follow along with a guide because I'm very stupid. So anyway, I'm gonna try to. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Uh, Oh, wait. Do I have all of them downloaded? Which ones do I have to do? So these are under assignment 4. I have to do packet tracer assignment number 4. So this should be 16.4.6, which I think I did already. 16.4. Okay, so yeah, that one's done. So all I have left to do is I have three more. I have 16.5.1, 17.7.6, and 17.8.2. So we're going to do 16.5.1. And you're not going to see the YouTube video um, for this, but I will pull this up and then shit. I can full screen the window. I didn't even know that. That's awesome. Okay. And then I do packet tracer. I don't even remember which one this is. Hold on. If I go here and then okay, so this should be 16.5.1. All right. And then we find a good old Tech Cat on YouTube. All right. Uh, I'm just checking some stuff. Okay, so we should be good to do this. So now you can see my desktop and also me. Uh, I have these as like layered groups. So yes, I did have a duplicate camera underneath that was already in the corner. Yes, I did already have my desktop underneath all this stuff. Like I said, I have all of this in one source that I'm unhiding as I need them. Okay, because um to sell the bit. Okay, I don't want you to know which ones are pre-recorded. All right. That means that I have you can see that I have all of this other bullshit going on at the same time, right? That's a lot of stuff that's stacked on top of each other that I'm having to keep track of. This is probably the most complicated scene I've ever had to make for a stream bit. Okay, I just want you to know that. Um, I'm not gonna show it to you because that would give away my secrets of how I did it, and then you would know which one is the fake ones. You would know which videos are the fake one because I have them labeled a certain way. And I don't want to like accidentally click on something and then show that on stream and you'd be like, haha, so those three were the fake one. Like, no, I don't want that to happen. All right. So anyway, so this is one of the assignments I have to do for my networking class because uh yeah. Um so we work with like Cisco routers and switches and stuff. There's this really dumb bug in this where like if I come over here to these connections, if you can see in this like bottom bit right here, I think you can see my mouse. If you can see this bottom bit right here, when I mouse over these, it shows you like what the names of the cables are. If I have dark mode on my browser, those are invisible, and all of these labels are also gone right here. I would not be able to see them, and I don't know why it does that. So literally every time I open this program, I have to put my computer into light mode, and it's really annoying. All right. All right, so just real quick, I want to see what we're doing here. Normally, when I do these, I just skip ahead to where he starts inputting commands, but I want to quickly look through this just to see what we're doing. So complete the addressing table here with the missing information. So it looks like I don't fucking know what's missing, dude. Some security configurations have not been made. In other cases, security best practices have not been followed. In this activity, you will configure a router and switch based on a list of requirements. So complete the addressing table. This is missing default gateways for some of these, I'm guessing, because two of these are marked NA, so I guess those don't need them, but the rest of these maybe do. So prevent iOS from attempting to resolve mistyped commands to domain names. Host names that match the values in the addressing table. Require that newly created passwords are at least 10 characters in length, which is a previous assignment that I did. The command I don't remember off the top of my head, but shit, that was literally what we did on Monday. Uh, Strong 10 character password for the console line, and then it tells me what password to use. Ensure that the console and VTY sessions close after 7 minutes, so it wants me to put like an idle timeout. Strong encrypted 10 character password for the privileged exec mode. A message of the day banner. Password encryption for all passwords. Wants me to set a username with an encrypted login. Enable SSH with security.com as the domain and use this as the modulus. And the VTY line should use SSH for the incoming connections. Okay, we can do this. So I will follow along with the video. Oh wow, I have an extension called um what's it called? It's called a D arrow, and it gets rid of like clickbait titles and images in oh wait, no, the different extension. I have another extension called sponsor block, which is like a community ran way to like skip ads or like sponsored segments in YouTube videos or just like tangents that aren't like super important, whatever. And for some of these TechAcad videos, people have like highlights that you can skip to where like he actually starts working on stuff because beforehand he's just like yapping or whatever. And the highlight that they have is like not even where he starts like doing stuff. I think he's like talking about the address table. So like the actual highlight is like right here. You can't see the video, but I'm fixing where the highlight is. Okay, so it looks like the default gateway for like all of these is 192.168.1.1. Except for the last one where it's 2.1. You can press tab to autocomplete some stuff if you have enough characters typed in. Or you can shorthand them. So just to tell you what I'm doing, so enable puts you into like the like lower configuration mode, and then conf t is short for configure terminal, and that's what we call privileged exec mode, which is basically like full admin mode. Oh wait, it's hostname. I've literally had to do this as an assignment multiple times. I should know what this command is by now. There are some commands that I have like more or less memorized, like enable to get in CompT or configure terminal to get into privileged exec mode. Um, the banner MOTD to set like a message that you see when you log in. Interface and then whatever the interface is to change like a specific port IP add or you, which is the short form for IP address to change the IPv4 address, and then you have to put the subnet mask afterwards. Uh, there are some that I like don't remember off the top of my head, but you can just like type in question mark and it'll tell you what all the commands are that you can do on whatever you're on, which is very nice. Yeah. Then we have to do the other thing, the same for VTY. Oh, right. There's a hold up. That is incorrect, actually. Um, oh, it is permissible to use the same password. Okay, so yeah, it's fine to use the same password. So there's like a little completion percentage, and if we go to the results, it tells you like what things are missing that you have to change. Um, so where are we? Router A. So we can use the same password that we set for the hello. I need that to stop happening. It hates me, I guess. Um, Okay. Anyway, I was having some issues with this where my taskbar was becoming visible, so I had to auto hide it. Okay. We should be good now as long as I don't fuck around too much. I was like still in full screen, and this when I would click this window, it would make my taskbar come up. And like I said, I don't want you to be able to see what day it is. I mean, I guess I could go in and just like remove my calendar from my taskbar, but I'm lazy. And it's faster and easier to just make it auto hide. So I did that instead. All right, so we are enabling the what are we doing? The privileged exec mode password, and we are um making it the same password that we did for the console, which is right here. Oh, whoopsie. That's right. We did, in fact, make it 10 characters, and I forgot the number 4. Whoops. Okay, so that's just like what username. Hold on, he's at 30%. I'm only at 25. My VQY login is wrong. What do you fucking mean? It says I didn't set the attempts, the duration, or the fact that it's enabled. Hold on. I definitely did. Oh, we haven't done that part yet. Okay. So why does he have... Hold up. I don't know what I fucked up. Login disabled until password is set. I mean, I could just restart it. I don't know what he did that I didn't. I'll just follow along until something fucks up. Yeah, how is he at 38% and mine's fucked up? I'm starting this over, actually. Hold on. Nope. Genuinely, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why he has more completion than me. How did he get 2% completion off of that and I only got 1? Hold on. I have to check something. There might be something fucked up with this. RTA, R1, G00, 182, all of this looks right. All of this is the same. Where's this video from? It's from 6 years ago. Why is the scoring different? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna ignore that and see what's different at the end. So I was probably fine, and then I saw his completion and saw that ours didn't match. I'm just gonna see what it does at the end. I don't understand why he has one more completion than me. Like rating is fucked. Gonna check something really quick. Okay, so everything has been done on the router that needs to be done. So next is just the switches. So um, my guessing is just the grading is weird because I've done everything for a basic device. Um, yeah, really, I just need to do the switches and then the SSH. You're saying something is fucked with the SSH. So yeah, my guess is that the grading is just different for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, is this Oh, I didn't finish it. Okay. So yeah, you have to type in. There's not supposed to be a dash there. That's my bad. Okay, now I have more completion than him. So yeah, the completion is just fucked. Okay, so this should be enable secret at close. All right. I think we're done. All right, we're basically done, so I don't have to. I'm not gonna bother pinging these. So, what I like to do is I like to go in and save as, and then find where my documents are, and then here, and then here, and then we do a little complete. All right, so that's one done. Yeah, that's what I have to do for my one class. Um, oh, I guess two dropped out, and it's just me and the other guy. 50-50 on which of us was real. That took longer than I expected. Um okay. Well, I have to keep going for however long he does, and he has to keep going for however long I do. So one of us has to quit eventually. Isn't that fucked up? All right. So I'm basically like halfway done with these. I could do one more, maybe. Should I do one more? I'm gonna see what the other one is really quick. And then I've already done this. I've already saved it. It's making me save it again. Oh right, that's ones that I've already done. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, am I saving what I already did? But no, those are ones that I've already done. So these are the ones that I have left to do. So this should have been 16.5.1. So now I need to do 17.7.6. So I will do one more of these, and then I'll leave the other one for tomorrow because I'm like basically halfway done. So let's see what I have to do for this. Um. Oh, it just occurred to me that you're like not even seeing the like full screen. I think I did that, but yeah, I can I can fix this. Hold on. Yeah, I have like that. There we go. It's still fucked up. Let me. There we go. That should be fixed now. Hmm. All right. So you will troubleshoot and resolve connectivity issues if possible. Otherwise, the issue should be clearly documented so they can be escalated. Okay. So something is wrong with the IP address on Fast Ethernet 0. Something is wrong with the default gateway on PC2, and then something is wrong with the IP address on router 1, interface gigabit Ethernet 01. So these should be easy to fix. This is the addressing table. So just looking at this will tell me like what these should be. Router R1 can only be accessed using SSH with the username admin01 and the password Cisco12345. Router 2 is in the ISP cloud and is not visible to you, not accessible to you. So the only ones that I need to mess with are router 1 and then PC 1 and 2. On PC 1, open the command prompt and enter ipconfig to verify what IP addresses and default gateway have been assigned to PC1, correct as necessary according to the addressing table. This one I could probably do without the video guide, honestly. So let's give that a try. So we're gonna open command prompt here, and then we're gonna do ipconfig, and this is gonna tell me. So the IP address for PC1 is 172.168.1.3. So there's an extra number there that should not be there. The subnet mask appears to be correct, and the default gateway appears to be correct. So just the IP is fucked up. So this is an easy fix. We go in here. and then it should be 192.172.16.1.3. So if we remove this and click out, there we go. Easy peasy. All right. After verifying and correcting the IP, issue pings to the default gateway. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Sometimes some of these are like really easy, and it's like three things that you have to do, and then sometimes they're like really involved, like the last one. So, it wants me to ping the. I'm glad that it shows the default gateway there. So the default gateway is 172.16.1.1, and that appears to be successful. We're gonna ping the web server, which is 209.165.201.2. That one appeared. Oh, it timed out once. Okay, so that one's good. Sometimes it'll fail the first one and then be successful with all the other ones, which is totally fine. And let's see if we can ping PC2 like it wants us to. So 172.16.1.4. Okay, we're getting replies. And then, so that was PCB. And then it wants me to ping myself, which is 172.16. Oh wait, this is okay. PCA, not PC1. My bad. So that should be 172.16.2.3. My bad. That one is unreachable. So something's misconfigured. So use the web browser to access the web server on PC1. Okay. So that should be, we can do that. So that is, I think that you have to enter these exactly. Okay, so we're gonna try. It says hostname is unresolved. Let's try the web server's IP address, which is 209.165.201.2. Okay, so it's accessible with the IP, but not with the host name. So something tells me so the host name is not set. So in the previous assignment, I was kind of wondering, well, what's the point of the host name? It's so that it knows what to resolve. So when you type in a host name somewhere, it is resolving that host name and translating it to an IP address on a server somewhere. So the host name is basically so google.com is actually an alias for an IP address somewhere. I actually had an interview for a job last week. I had to do this like one-way interview where you access like a thing in a browser and you have to record yourself answering like these questions that they preset, and that was one of the questions. It wanted to explain like how websites work and like basically how I just described. Like if you try to go to amazon.com, what is happening on the back end to display the website to your computer. And it's like, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I'm literally going over that in my one class right now. But I explained it badly. I think we weren't yet on this chapter where it's talking about setting the host name for the IP addresses, so I didn't know that part yet. I knew the gist. I just didn't know exactly how it worked, but now I do. All right. So yeah, we can't access it using the host name, but we can with the IP, so the host name isn't set. So that's good to know. So PC1 cannot access cisco.pka, but it can access it using the IP. So on PC, so now it wants me to correct those issues. Uh, so yeah, it wants me to like probably go into um probably yeah, I can't access this and I can't access this. It probably wants me to like go into the router and set some stuff. So you know what? I actually am going to open the video guide for this. I just don't remember what this one is called. So hold on. Uh No. So this is 117.7.6. Okay. I just needed to know that. I needed to do that. 17.7.6, is that what I said? I forgot. Okay, yes, that is what I said. Our good old buddy. Oh wait, no. No, there's not a TechAcad video. We have to use a Packet Girl video. That's fine. Oh, you know what? It might not be an issue with the host name because looking at the shit that we have to fix, we have to change the default gateway and we have to change an IP address somewhere. So something is hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's just setting like the default gateway on PC2 is wrong and then the IP on Gigabit Ethernet 01 is wrong. So I can honestly probably just fix that myself. So if we go on PC2, and then so yeah, those are both connected to router 1, which is connected to the ISP, which is connected to the website here. So they can't. There's like something wrong with the IP of the router, I think. I'm actually gonna follow this through really quick. Hold on. But I am so on command prompt. Yeah, it wants me to go on here and before I refer to the video, so we do ipconfig so that we can verify our IP address is right, and this is PC2. So the IP here should be 172.16.1.4, which is correct. The subnet mask is that's correct, and then the default gateway should be 172.16.1.11. Uh, should be our default gateway. So that's right. What is it telling me is wrong? I can double check this. So 172.16.1.4. That's correct. 1.1, not 1.11. Silly goose. All right. So now that that's been fixed, we can issue pings to the default gateway web server and other PCs and see if they were successful. So we will in fact do that. Sometimes I read stuff and then immediately forget what I just read. So the default gateway, the web server, and the other PCs. Okay. So we can do the default gateway is 1.2.16.1.1. We get a reply. We'll ping PCA. Oh, right. I forgot to put ping in front of that. It says destination host unreachable. So that connects. So PC1 goes to our switch to the router and then to switch 2, which is the other PCs. So we can probably ping PC1. Yeah. And we probably won't be able to ping PCB. Yeah, it says unreachable. So let's see if we can ping our web server. Okay, so we can ping the web server because the switch goes to the router. So there's something here that is preventing us from accessing switch 2. So yeah, if you're curious how the internet works, yeah, this is basically it. So your computer is hooked up to probably not a switch. It's hooked up to your router, which is hooked up to your ISP, which is hooked up to basically everybody that hosts the website, and that's how the internet works. And then if you have like some fancy shit, like you have a switch, like say that you have a main router somewhere, and then that router is connected to a switch, and then you have a switch is basically just a way to extend your internet connectivity. So think of a switch like a like a surge protector, basically, right? Your sur I hope that comparison translates. Um, yeah, it's basically just, or think of it like a USB hub or something, right? But for your internet. It increases the amount of available ports to give you access to your router, which gives you access to the internet. All right. So anyway, where were we? Right. We pinged the default gateway. We weren't able to get to PCA or PCB. We were able to ping PC1, and we could ping our web server. Okay. And then it also wants us to um, try to navigate to cisco.pka. So we will try to do that. All right. So, we could access it that way. And let's try using the web server IP, which is 209.165.201.2. Yeah, it looks like it works here as well. So now we have to determine connectivity issues from PCA. So we don't even have to do IP config here. We can literally just open up the config to see. So just comparing this. So this is 172.16.2.3. So the IP is correct. The subnet mask is correct. And it looks like our default gateway is also correct. So don't got to worry about that. The other steps aren't graded, like pinging isn't graded, accessing the web servers, that's not graded. We're going to do the same thing on PCB as well, just to make sure that all of these are correct. So that's 172.16.2.4. The subnet mask is correct, and the default gateway is correct. So if we look at the results, the only thing that's wrong is something is wrong with the router. We have to change the ports on the router, and it tells me that router R1 can only be accessed using SSH. So we have to SSH into router 1, because if we try to do it this way and then CLI, it's not going to let us. They've blocked that. So we should be able to SSH from here. So if we open terminal, or actually, yeah, there's no console cable. So the way it wants us to do this is SSH and then the IP for router 1. I don't know what the IP. Okay. The IP for router 1 is I don't know what interface it wants us on. 01. Okay. So the IP for interface gigabit 01 is 172.16.2.1, and then it. Okay, I must have done that wrong. I don't remember how to SSH, so that's why we have the video here. Okay, so it's SSH L and then username and then the target, and then it'll ask us for the password after the fact. So that's 172.16.2.1, and then it should connect and then ask us for the password. Yes, or it could just not. Either way. Timed out remote host not responding. Okay. Can we connect from PC2 maybe? I could possibly be using the wrong IP. I don't know what it wants. Okay. Yeah, I was using the wrong thing. All right. We're good. We're in router 1 now. So we get to do an enable and then a conf key, and then we need to be on interface 0 1, right? I've checked this like 3 times and I keep forgetting. Okay, so that should be interface G 0 1, and then the IP address here should be, and then there's no default gateway. The IP address should be IP address 172.16.2.1. Okay, and then that should be that. According to this, I'm done. So now we go here. We previously weren't able to access our web server using the name before, but now that the IP is right, it should let me. So we will try. Yes. I definitely saw an HTTP on this before. I don't know. Oh, I should see if I can ping PC A now by chance. What? Oh, whoops. This is I'm still connected to the router. I'm a fucking goober. Please. It should fail the first one and then get the other 3. Let's go. All right. And then if we do the same from PC2. Let's go. All right. We're all done. That was easy. Oh, nope. That is not what I want to save that as. All right. We are all done. All right. Just seeing how long we've been live here. So I have something unfortunate that I need to tell you. I'm sure that you suspected this all along. Give me a minute. Show panel config. I hope that doesn't fuck anything up when I do that. All right. I have some unfortunate news. Un momento. All right. I'm sure you suspected it. This is the water bottle that I use on my bike from yesterday. Why would I be drinking out of my water bottle from yesterday? Normally, I drink out of cup. So why would I have water bottle here? Unless I went on a bike ride earlier And unless this is pre-recorded, which means that I went on a bike ride earlier, and it is pre-recorded. Yeah, I'm the fake one. The other guy's the real one. I don't even know what he's doing right now, to be honest. Um, no clue. I'm sure he's yapping at me, and he's like, I'm fucking jorking it, dipshit." I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm the pre-recorded one, which means yeah, you know which one's the live one. I genuinely wonder what live me is doing right now. I think it'd be really funny if I also got up and left and fucked off and did something for like an hour or however long it's been. That would be really funny. Um, maybe I took a nap. Maybe no, I'm playing. I'm probably playing Scrandle or something or Jabdal. Like I genuinely don't know what I would have been doing for an hour. I think I said I was gonna play Half Life, so maybe I'm just playing Half Life. That's kind of boring. You know, for one of these pre-recorded bits, I thought about playing Half Life and being like, "Oh, which one is the live version of me playing Half Life?" But I think you would know. And it's like, as funny as I think it would be to have me doing two of the same thing, but one of them be pre-recorded and the other one's live. As funny as that would be, that would require me to play a game through twice within a day of each other, and that I can't do that. Nope. I can't start over. Like if I probably made significant progress if I'm playing Half Life right now for an hour. Do you really think I would want to do all of that progress all over again for an hour? Do you really think I would want to do that? No. Mm-mm. You should have suspected it all along. All right. Well, I'm gonna let me end the stream or continue playing Half Life or whatever. Before I go, um, I was gonna say something and then I completely forgot. I think over the years I've jokingly said that I was gonna start an OnlyFans with a 50/50 link that gives you a very, very like low resolution, like I'm talking 6 pixel image of my cock or something. That would be really funny if I did that. And I still think I should do that. So me from April 1st, you should do that when the stream is over. You should find a way to make that happen and make people give you $5 to either get a picture of a kitten or a 6 pixel image of your dick. That would be very funny. Anyway, bye.